Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Jaren Jackson, also Isaiah Stewart out there, and it's Whitehead in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. And it's prime time in at the point guard position. And with this being the first game of their NBA Cup campaign, the goal is to make it out of the group stage.
Yeah, BA. We get 4 teams in each conference that make it. It's the 3 group winners plus a wild card. One thing to keep in mind, point differential could be key in advancing.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here's the 3.
Don't let him get it.
And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. To the paint. Payton's shot is good.
Booker draws so much defensive attention as a scorer, and that really helps in opening up the passing lanes.
Here's prime time, guarded by Payton. Here's prime time. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Payton.
Give me that.
Wingate pulls it in. Here's prime time. About a minute into this first quarter. Backs down the long J. Prime time's got 5 now.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
To the inside. Pass to Payton. Jackson down low. Last game, he had 28 points. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Nails it from beyond the arc. Give him 8.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Here's Payton. And again, unable to change momentum here. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Jackson. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's prime time. The rebound by Payton. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. That one no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's prime time, guarded by Payton, and it's good. 2 points.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You're hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And here's a look at some numbers for Anthony Edwards. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. 8-point game. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
The first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better. And
that could make it easier down the road. Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Primetime passes to Edwards. Shoots over Booker. Again, the Timberwolves score.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
I love his mentality. Not only that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Wingate can't get it to go.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
To the middle. Here's Edwards. And the layup is good off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket on the night.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Pass to Payton. Got a piece of it. Outside Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Minnesota is shooting their first foul shots of the night. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Payton, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's primetime. And he gets the bucket. Primetime's got 12 points.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Now here's Payton. The D's right on him. And no good. The Timberwolves have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so it's Phoenix with it, following the score by Minnesota. Inside. He got a piece of it. They recover it, and they pick up 2. Here's primetime. Last game out, 36 points for him. Pass to Wingate. Here's primetime. Guarded by Payton. And stolen by Booker. Here's Whitehead. It's Jackson, high post. Still no points. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Wingate, guarded by Payton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Knocked loose. Wingate passes to primetime.
Come on, box him out.
Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Drops in the 3. Edwards has got 9.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And the Suns call time here. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well,
and the Timberwolves with possession here. They've led by as many as 14. Their next game, playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. And so, in the game for Phoenix, they've got Devin Booker, Isaiah Stewart out there with Jackson, and it's Whitehead in at the 3. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Dillingham. Fires the 3, and another 3 for Minnesota. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
they've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
5 on the clock. Booker, the pass to Jackson. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Stewart, the pass to Whitehead. Jackson with it.
I got ball. Watch the
Stewart, left side. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Booker. Offensive rebound. A shot to stop the run. Here's Foster. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Foster's got his second basket of the game. Down low. Pass to Primetime. To the inside. Back to Daniels. There's the triple. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Foster, pass to Booker. Now Jackson. Pass to Whitehead. The 3 is up. And it's Isaiah Stewart with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. And for the Wolves.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. McDaniels with it. Here's Primetime. 15 points in the game. Wingate. The rebound by Jackson. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Walton. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
The fader. Jackson can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
I just love the ball movement.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Stewart, the pass to Whitehead. It's tipped. And they get it back. They retain possession. For 3, Booker. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. And here's Minnesota now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And stolen by Jackson. To the left side wing. Foster misses. Minnesota leading by 16. Outside McDaniels. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Booker. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
A group of teams that love to run. The NBA leaders in fast break scoring. Phoenix, 4th.
And make no mistake, this team loves to get out and run. Whenever they see space to leak out and score fast, they go strong.
Here's Foster. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
To the middle. Here's Dillingham. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Dillingham's got 7 points.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Payton's checked in for the Suns.
First team foul. Suns substitution, Payton.
Minnesota on D. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Whitehead. This one for 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's primetime. Off the mark there with a 3. Suns trail by 17. Booker, the pass to Jackson. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Let's go with a 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Stewart's got 8 rebounds in the game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, primetime in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He had 36 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry the NBA. He might still be feeding on that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And that one drops.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
Here's primetime. He can't hit that time. Good D by Payton.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's primetime, guarded by Payton. 2 points. That one goes. Primetime's got 20 points.
How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Outside Booker. Outside Payton. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Wingate. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. Wingate's got 4 points now in the quarter.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Hey, yo, get on
Booker surveying the floor. Deflected! And they'll keep possession. And that one's good. Stewart.
He's really carrying the load, but no man could do it all by himself.
The Timberwolves lead by 16. Pass to Wingate.
Phoenix foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
Minnesota. 2 shots. Substitution.
One half, it hasn't even been close. Timberwolves ahead, running away with this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
42. Your Timberwolves Youth Dance Team.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Suns shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. And it's Wingate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Booker, the pass to Stewart. Here's Whitehead. McDaniels covering. Outside Booker. Pass to Payton. 5 to shoot.
And they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And their transition offense really mirrors what's happening all around the league. Teams trying to get 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, any numbers advantage possible. Primetime passes to Edwards. Here's Primetime. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got 16 points now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The 3. And the three-pointer goes. 10 points for him.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Payton. Primetime passes to Edwards. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Edwards can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Whitehead can't get it to go.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Primetime passes to McDaniels. Soft touch off the glass. McDaniels gotten his second bucket of the game.
You see McDaniels setting the pick and then finding a soft spot in the defense on his way to the basket. That's good work.
Here's Jackson. That one off the back iron and out. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Walton passes to Primetime. Pass to Edwards. The 3. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal
It's
foul.
on Anthony Edwards.
First team
An
foul.
active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Here's Walton. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he's good on the second. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. From the elbow, and the jumper falls for him. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
A silky mid-range jumper by Booker, attacking without any hesitation.
Pass to Wingate. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Primetime, guarded by Payton. Here's Primetime. Hits the jump hook. Primetime's got 22 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
On the wing, Payton. Back to Stewart. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to Primetime. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. He's got 25.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Wingate's got 9 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Right wing. Pass to Primetime. 6 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. They grab their own miss. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Number 19.
Murray's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Inside. Here's Whitehead. McDaniels covering. Pass to Whitehead. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Payton. And miss after miss right now. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. It's tipped. Here's Primetime. Murray with it. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The free throw drops for Quickly. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
On the court right now for the Suns, Devin Booker out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Green, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. Here's Primetime, guarded by Payton. It's Edwards on the wing. Connects from downtown. Edwards got 13 points here in the second half alone.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Phoenix making a switch here. And Phoenix has possession. Here's Foster. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Here's Snow. Pass to McDaniel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Blocked!
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Down low. The jump hook. Nice shot by Stevens. Stevens has got 4 points this quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
That's tipped. Here's Primetime. To the inside. Stevens, the pass to Primetime. Here's Foster. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Stewart, he's checked in for Phoenix. Gilliard comes in for Green. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Foster. Tipped. Stewart, the pass to McDaniel. 4 on the clock. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Pass to Snow. Here's Gilliard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA... And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.